Hello everyone, welcome back to another tutorial. In this video, we are going to learn about infrastructure as code in Azure using Bicep. Okay, so first of all, let's understand the fundamentals, and after that, we're going to go ahead and create our very first Azure resource using Bicep. Now, before we talk about Bicep, we need to understand what is infrastructure as code. Infrastructure as code means managing and provisioning your cloud infrastructure using code instead of clicking around in the web portal or graphical user interface. Think of Azure Portal or AWS Management Console. Now, to the right, you see a table. I've put through some differences between deploying and managing resources without infrastructure as code versus with infrastructure as code. Now, without infrastructure as code, that's where we all start. It's a manual process. You just have to open your web browser, log into Azure or AWS portal, and create and configure your Azure resources. Now, it is inconsistent because you're not the only one managing the environment, and different people have different standards, and the work that you do might be inconsistent. And it will be very hard for you to track the changes. You'll have to spend hours in the activity logs trying to find out who made what change. And obviously, it is going to be more time consuming. So when you introduce infrastructure as code and use infrastructure as code to deploy and manage your resources in cloud environments, you can automate the deployments. It is reproducible and testable. You can just deploy the same template over and over again and get the identical results that you're looking for. And when you integrate with Git and GitHub versioning, you are able to run automations and keep track of the versions that you have used in the past and easily track your changes. And of course, it's going to be more fast and efficient compared to manually creating and managing resources. Now let's talk about Bicep specifically. Now, Bicep is a domain-specific language or a DSL for deploying Azure resources. It is native to Microsoft environment. It is built and managed by Microsoft, and you cannot use Bicep with other cloud service providers. For example, if you use Terraform, you can use it with multiple cloud service providers like AWS, Microsoft, or Google Cloud, but Bicep is only for Microsoft Azure. Now, it is used to simplify Azure Resource Manager or ARM templates, which are written in JSON. So Bicep is easier and cleaner and more readable than JSON, and it is open source and supported natively in Azure CLI, PowerShell, and VS Code. Now, here's an example of a Bicep and a JSON template. They do the exact same thing. They both create an Azure storage account. To the left, you're seeing the Bicep template, and to the right, you're seeing the JSON template. As you can see, the JSON template is cluttered, it's harder to read, and Bicep, on the other hand, is very user-friendly. And even if you don't come from a programming background, you can still read what's on that text and get an understanding of the output that this template is going to provide you. Now, there are several ways to authenticate when using Bicep to Microsoft Azure. In this tutorial, I'm going to teach you the Azure AD user login method because it is recommended for learning and prototyping if this is your first time. Now, service principal is the most common method that you would find in the real world, where you would integrate with GitHub Actions or Azure DevOps pipelines, and you can use a service principal so you don't have to have interactive login process to authenticate. It'll just automate the whole process from start to end, and it will make your life much easier. You can use managed identity as well, as long as everything that you do is within Microsoft environment. So service principal and managed identity are more common in the real world. So for this lesson, I'm just going to keep things simple. Now, before we go ahead and deploy an Azure resource using Bicep, we need to make sure that we have the Bicep tools ready to go. Obviously, you're going to need an Azure subscription. That is where you will deploy your Azure resources. If you don't have one already, you can sign up for a trial by using the link in the description below. And on your local computer, you need to have Azure CLI, Bicep CLI, Visual Studio Code with Bicep extension. And the Azure AD account that you're going to be using to authenticate to Azure, I recommend that you use a separate account. Do not use your global administrator account. Just use a separate Azure AD account and give it RBAC permission contributor at the resource group level if you already have a resource group that you want to use to deploy these resources, or at the subscription level. Okay, so in this part of the video, I'm going to show you how to download and install Visual Studio Code and how to install Bicep extension. I will also show you how to download and install Azure CLI and Bicep CLI. All the commands used in this video will be in the YouTube description. I will be back once all of our prerequisites are configured, and then we can proceed with deploying our very first resource in Azure using Bicep. Okay, so first let's create a folder to save our Bicep files. I'm going to call it bicep-demo. After that, we're going to open Visual Studio Code. Click on the Explorer icon and select the folder you just created. For me, it is the bicep-demo folder on my desktop. Click New File to add a new file. Name this file as main.bicep. Now we can start building our template. Let's deploy a virtual network. Start typing the word VNet and you will see autocomplete options. Select the first option, res-vnet. It means we're going to create a VNet resource. As you can see, we now have a code snippet that will deploy a virtual network in Azure. You can update the name, address prefix, and subnets as per your requirements. I'm going to leave the default values as it is. You will notice that the location has a red curly underline. This means that there is an error. If you hover over the text, it will give you some information about the error. In this case, we need to set the location parameter because right now it does not know where to deploy this virtual network. Type PARAM for parameter, location, string, =, resource group, open and close bracket, dot location. Press Tab to accept autocomplete suggestions. It will make it faster for you to complete these steps. This means that we're telling the Bicep template to deploy this virtual network in the same location as the resource group. Next to the virtual network resource, you will see an @ with a date next to it. This is the default API version that will be used to deploy this resource. Press backspace to delete the existing version. After that, start typing with @ and you will be given a list of available APIs. It is recommended that you use the latest API where possible. Now right-click on the code and click on Deploy Bicep file. You can call this method the guided experience. Since this is our first time, it is going to ask us to authenticate to Azure. Enter the credentials of your Azure AD account that you're using to authenticate to Azure and complete the process. From this point onwards, the Bicep extension is going to help you and guide you with your deployment. First, it will ask you to enter a name for your deployment. You can use any name you like. Then it will ask you to select your Azure subscription. You can create a new resource group or use an existing one. In this example, I'm going to create a resource group called bicep-test. It will finally ask you to select a parameter file if you have one. In this case, we don't, so we are going to select none. Let's check the Output tab. It will now proceed with the deployment. As you can see, it has successfully deployed our virtual network. Let's go to Azure and verify this. I have now logged into my Azure portal. Let's go to Resource Groups. As you can see, we have our new resource group created. Let's click on it. We can see our virtual network in it. Let's go to the virtual network. It has the correct address space and the subnets. Congratulations! You have created your first ever Azure resource using Bicep. We are now going to learn how to delete your Azure resources using Bicep. You can either delete individual resources or the entire resource group. Let's go to the terminal. Since it is our first time using the terminal, we have to log in. Type AZ login and complete the login process. If you have multiple subscriptions, make sure to select the correct subscription. I only have one subscription, so I'm going to just press enter. Type AZ group delete -- name, the name of your resource group, -- yes, -- no wait. No wait is optional. Let's go to Azure and see if our resource group is being deleted. As you can see, it is being deleted now. We have now successfully deleted our Azure resource group. In this section of the video, I'm going to show you how to deploy your Bicep template using Azure CLI instead of using the interactive method that we learned earlier. Let's deploy a virtual network again. As expected, we need to set the parameter for the location. Let's do that first. Then I'm going to select the latest API version. Also note that you can use -- to comment on your template. Anything you write after the -- sign will not be processed. I'm going to update the VNet name, address prefix, and subnet. If you click on the visualizer icon to the top right corner, you will see a visual representation of the contents of your template. This is super helpful if you have a complex deployment and you want to see a snapshot of the resources that will be deployed. Let's go to the terminal. I'm going to create a new resource group for this deployment. Type AZ group create -- name of your new resource group, -- location. I'm going to select East US for this deployment. Next, type AZ deployment group create -- resource group, your resource group name, -- template file, main.bicep. Our deployment has been completed now. Let's go to Azure and confirm. As you can see, our new resource group has been created. And within that resource group, we have our new virtual network with our subnets. Let's go ahead and delete our resource group. Well done to you if you have followed this tutorial so far. Next, make sure to check out the link in the description for Microsoft documentation. In there, you can find sample templates for many Azure services. Keep practicing, and the more you practice, the more confident you will be. Thank you for watching this tutorial. If you liked it, give it a like and subscribe to my channel. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Until then, take care and have a good day.